Welcome into All Joe Madden here on Picks and Parlays. Steve Seagrave and I are going to be breaking down the Buffalo Bills versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this one kicking off at 4:25 Eastern on Sunday. Steve, we've got a spread of 3.5. We got Mike Tomlin, a home dog, grabbing 3.5. Let's talk the spread first.
Yeah, so I much prefer the total and some player props in this game. But as far as the side goes, I'm leaning towards Buffalo laying the 3.5. Obviously, I'd much rather have it at 3. But I do feel like this is a spot where it's kind of like Josh Allen takes the team on his shoulders here, runs the ball a little bit more often. We'll get into that with my player prop. And I think that this is just a spot, it's a lot to overcome with this Bills defense being pretty banged up. But I do lean towards the Bills getting the job done and covering this spread here in Pittsburgh.
Okay, so looking at the Bills laying the 3, you can find that right now at Hard Rock, you guys. You're going to have to lay the juice. It's -120 laying the 3 with the Buffalo Bills on the road. Now, if you're willing to lay the 3.5, it is coming in at +105 currently on Pinnacle. You're also looking at -105 on BetMGM. So I can't stress enough how important it is to shop those lines, get the best of the numbers. You can check out Odds Logic, and below this video, we will post a free link for 7-day trial on Odds Logic. But Steve, let's jump into this total. You teased it. Now we are seeing a little bit of movement. 46.5 and open. There is a 45.5 right now at Caesars to the under at -112. There's a 46 at Hard Rock, but then there's a couple 46.5s. Which number should we be shopping for?
So I disagree with the line movement here. I really like the over here, especially if you can get it down to 45, 45.5. We mentioned this Bills defense being banged up. They've been struggling. Pittsburgh's defense been struggling. Steelers have allowed 25 plus now in 4 of their last 6 games. Another interesting thing here is that the Bills really struggle against heavy packages. They actually rank dead last against that. And we know the Steelers, they love to utilize those 2 tight end packages. I think this is a spot where we see a Josh Allen legacy game, and he uses his legs a little bit more. This is a poor third down defense for Pittsburgh, and we know that Allen can take advantage of that. And then what put me over the top here is it looks like Aaron Rodgers is set to return. Little concerning, but it is his non-throwing hand that he's dealing with the injury. I think that he's set to play now here. DK Metcalf is off the injury report as well. So give me the over here. I think both of these defenses are pretty suspect, and I think both offenses can find success in different ways, especially with Josh Allen and the Bills.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. There is a 45.5, you guys, to the over at -118 coming in right now on DraftKings. The rest of the books we're seeing a little bit more juice either on or we're seeing that 46 and 46.5. So definitely shop those numbers, get the best of those lines. Now, you talked about it. Josh Allen has to be Superman. We've seen some stinkers of games out of Josh Allen so far this season, but we have seen those games where he's been absolutely brilliant. You look at that one game, 3 touchdowns on the ground, 3 through the air. When you talk legacy game, are you going to see more touchdowns out of Josh Allen in this one?
Yeah, I think this is a spot for a Josh Allen anytime touchdown, especially when you can get it at +110 still right now. That's a great price for him. He has scored multiple touchdowns now in 3 of his last 5 games. Couple of keys to this play here to me. Pittsburgh blitzes at the 4th highest rate in the NFL. And we know when Allen is under pressure, he thrives under pressure. He's run for 30-plus yards now in 6 of 8 games against teams that are top 10 in blitz rate. Now, the Steelers haven't given up a ton of quarterback rushing yards or touchdowns. They've actually been pretty good in those categories, but they haven't really faced the greatest running quarterbacks either. Another factor here, Pittsburgh also runs man coverage at the 4th highest rate. So we see some spots where defenders have their backs turned. They're looking to defend downfield one-on-one, and Allen can take advantage of that on the ground in some scramble situations where the defenders are locked in. He's thrived on the ground against Tomlin and the Steelers over the years. He's had 42 plus rushing yards now in each of the last 3. Last time out was in 2024, still a ways back, but 74 yards and a touchdown in that one. He's had great success against Tomlin and the Steelers on the ground and scoring before. And then both of his tackles are doubtful for this game. So this is a spot here where I feel like he's going to be forced. We're going to see designed runs. We're going to see scrambles. And give me Allen to find the end zone here at plus 110. Nice plus money price.
Yeah, kind of surprising they're still willing to give us that number for Josh Allen to get in the end zone with his legs. What about those passing touchdowns, Steve? Over 1.5 passing touchdowns. It's only minus 114. I know we got to lay some juice, but it seems like this should be a game where Josh Allen can throw it in as well.
Yeah, I think he can get it done. He does have some weapons banged up. I know Kincaid and Palmer were both questionable here, but we've seen Allen do this time and time again where it's kind of next man up. He's willing to fire away to some different receivers that he hasn't in the past. And they still have plenty of weapons over there. I just wonder, though, if the tackles being out for him, if that makes it a little bit harder to get some downfield passes that end up in the end zone.
Absolutely. Okay, so we have to mention Aaron Rodgers really quick. If you're looking for him over 1.5 passing touchdowns, you guys, you're getting plus 100. The under 1.5 coming in at minus 132. Do you think this is a game where Rodgers, if he's to put up his share of the points, is he looking for DK Metcalf for those big plays? Will he have an opportunity to expose some holes in the secondary here of the Buffalo Bills, or would you be looking at those rushing touchdowns out of the Steelers?
I think I'd be looking at going through the air here. This Buffalo's defense is banged up, especially in the linebacker and secondary. So I think I would prefer, if you were going to target player props, touchdowns, and stuff like that, I would look towards more of the Pittsburgh receiving core. Maybe some nice plus money on some of those tight ends, as we kind of highlighted how Buffalo struggles against heavy packages, and so the Steelers know that they're going to utilize that throughout this game. So maybe look a little bit towards some of those Pittsburgh tight ends as well.
Yeah, great way to go with the tight ends. And I think you can't deny DK Metcalf as well out there, you guys. He's got a receiving prop of 46.5. I might stay off that, but I will look at his total receptions over the 3.5 at minus 136. Kind of juicy, but his longest reception over 20.5, expecting Aaron Rodgers to get a bomb to him. Now, we saw in the last game out there for the Steelers, and I had to bring this up, TJ Watt actually got that pick six. We've seen a handful of pick six this season. The defensive props are really something I love betting. Now, looking at the Buffalo Bills to come in, oh, they don't have the defensive props up. Yeah, I was looking. We've only got the first field goal props. I was hoping we were going to get some sack props out there, but the pressure still will come, even though it should be a higher scoring game, right?
Yeah, I would think so, especially with Buffalo having the banged up offensive line. I think that we're definitely going to see some pressure here from Pittsburgh, and we've already talked about they're a top 5 blitzing team, so they're going to be sending them at Josh Allen, and that's why I think it plays in nicely for Allen to run the ball into the end zone this week.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, if you're looking for Steve's best bets, make sure you head on over to picksandparlays.net. Over there before midnight on Monday, you're going to be able to get 33% off everything for sale on the site. So this isn't just Steve's best bets of the weekend. You can get those long-term, yearly, monthly packages over there, 33% off everything that you can load into your cart. So absolutely stack it, you guys. Then put in promo code THANKS33 at the end. That's THANKS 33 at the end when you're checking out, and it will automatically take 33% off absolutely everything. No exclusions there. So Steve, when people are coming over to check out those bets, can you remind them what you have for sale?
Yeah, so I'll be I have a NFL max bet ready to roll. It's already on the sites right now for Sunday. I'll be attaching all of my plays. I'll have multiple plays attached to that package by the time Saturday, Sunday morning rolls around. I'll also be in action with my college football play of the week. We're on a nice 6-2 run with those plays. We cashed in again last week. Had a nice 3-0 NFL Thanksgiving, and had a day off from NHL and NBA, but I'll be back in action with those starting tonight and over the course of the weekend as well.
Absolutely love it. So you guys head on over to picksandparlays.net. Steve, I'm going to get you to do the recap. Then we're going to run the Gold Sheet promo. If you guys haven't heard, the Gold Sheet you can also get for free when you're heading over to picksandparlays.net to grab all of Steve's best bets over there for that 33% off, but definitely stay around for the Gold Sheet promo. Steve, first, let's hear your recap.
So I'm on the Bills, leaning towards the Bills. That's a lean for me, laying the 3 or the 3.5. But my two favorite plays for this one is the over, especially if you can get it lower at 45, 45.5 for the full game. And then give me Josh Allen for an anytime touchdown. I'm not sure that plus 110 will hang around forever, but I'm fine with it if you want to lay a little bit of juice, maybe minus 110, minus 120 on an Allen anytime touchdown.
Looking to check out the Gold Sheet? Well, I've got a deal for you. You can get it for free. Normally $19. This week, you can download the NFL Week 13 NCAA Football Week 14 edition of the Football Gold Sheet. Since 1957, the Gold Sheet has been the gold standard in football handicapping, America's longest running and most trusted betting newsletter. For 7 decades, bettors and bookmakers have turned to the Gold Sheet for its unmatched depth, accuracy, and insight. The Football Gold Sheet delivers full coverage for every NFL and FBS college football matchup, including, are you ready for this, you guys? It includes so much expert analysis and score forecasts for all games across the board. Gold Sheet power rankings, which project point spreads, stat comparisons, home-away splits, team averages, and head-to-head histories. First quarter, first half game log updates through Monday for every team. Trends and situational angles in the tech angle section. That was formerly the Gold Sheet Extra. Previous week's box score breakdowns to spotlight statistical anomalies and hidden value. A running week-by-week team log with against the spread results, team totals, total trends, and home road dog performances. And then the stat service page, formerly confidential kickoff, a clean data-rich matchup sheet featuring turnover notes, yardage metrics, and so much more. So head on over to picksandparlays.net, you guys. Normally $19. You can download it for free currently. $0, and I stress $0. Head on over to picksandparlays.net and download the Gold Sheet today for free. Okay, guys, all the best in all of your bets. Head on over to picksandparlays.net. Get that Gold Sheet while you're getting Steve's best bets over there for 33% off any pick, any package that he has available until Monday at midnight. But I'm Joe Madden. You can follow me on all social media at Joe Madden Sports. Until next time, you guys, stay hot and let's make some freaking money.